Was Abraham Lincoln a president?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just a whatever publical figure.
Welcome back to Delulu Diaries, where the timelines don't match, but the receipts always do. Today we're going to be taking a little detour to a different resident of Girl World, Anna of Glitter and Lasers, specifically her infamous bagel video. Before we hop in, I just want to say thank you guys so much for everybody who's subscribed. And if you're not yet a subscriber, but you enjoy Girl World tea and retro reacts, I would strongly recommend that you consider subscribing. It's really fun over here, and I post new videos every weekday. All right, let's jump into the video.
Help me on my journey. I've got two things to support me. The first, sweet ass compression socks. The second, a dog that really also would like a bagel. So we are bagel buddies. We will pursue our journey together, and we will succeed.
Real talk, the compression socks are not that sexy, but I'm trying to convince myself they're stylish. What do you think? Are these super cool or just, not so great? They're striped. They're striped.
So we started our journey at the Westin Grand Central, which is on 42nd Street, and either 2nd or 3rd. And we're going to Tompkins Square Bagels, which is in Tompkins Square, which is several long blocks and many long blocks down. I should know the exact address, I did not, but that's part of the adventure or part of the core planning. Pick which one works better for you. So, yeah, that's where we're headed. But I Google mapped it.
Okay, so going into this, I know very little about Anna. I know that she is very big on trying to prove that big girls can do the same thing that skinny girls can do, because she has some fitness videos on her account. I also know that she is branded as a fashionista because she has a lot of try-on hauls and fashion-related stuff. And then the third thing I know about her is that people say that she's always trying to be really quirky. So keep that in mind for this reaction, that is all I really know about her. I've only seen 3 of her videos. So immediately off the bat, I don't like the music, and I do apologize. It is loud in her video, and there's really no way for me to turn that down without making her impossible to hear. The only other thing that I thought was kind of funny, I guess, is that she's just starting out this walk because she's vlogging the walk. And in the background, you can see all the other people walking so much faster than her. So it's you just started this walk and you're already gassed. And yet you have this whole brand built around being able to do the same things that other people can do. So that's just a little bit of a disconnect, but I also don't know when she started that branding, so I don't want to go too hard on her yet. But let's see what else she has going on in this video.
This is Pershing's stuff. It's been here for freaking forever. But it's a quick breakfast. It's a salad breakfast. And we're right across from Grand Central. And since this walk is not about efficiency, let's go inside. Grand Central's just really pretty. And I'm like, you know what? We're here. And I want to see it. And I told myself I would do whatever the hell I wanted on this walk. So this is what I want to do.
Okay, this is what I'm saying about the music. She stops in front of a restaurant and she goes, "This is a good solid breakfast." But because of the music, I thought she said, "This is a good salad breakfast." And I was like, what the hell is a salad breakfast? I was really interested, and I couldn't believe she didn't stop to explain that. So I actually looked up the restaurant online. And it's only when I saw their breakfast menu that I was like, oh my God, that's not what she said. She said solid breakfast. So why is your music so loud that I can't discern what you're saying? That's crazy to me. Also, just so you know, this breakfast place she's recommending, I don't know if she's getting a cut for promoting them or what, but the breakfasts are $22 to $35. I'm not paying $35 for breakfast anywhere. That is insane.
Grand Central is a train station, and it's old. And that's about all I know about Grand Central. Oh, it's also pretty and old. I should know more. Not a historian. We're learning so much on this channel today. I mean, look at this. The best part is the view.
And she just stands in the middle of a very busy area, taking this slow, I don't even know if to call it dancing or what, but she's holding her dog and kind of doing this slowish movement, as if she's a performer. It almost looks like she bows at the end. And I'm you're in the middle of everything. People are trying to walk around and get to where they need to get to. Granted, it's not like she's blocking some small passage or anything, but to me, it's just why are you doing all of this? It's very attention seeky to me to not just be taking video as you're walking through, or to stand near a wall and get your video somewhere where you're a little less obtrusive, because you can see how many people are passing by her. It's a busy area.
I don't know if this company's still around. But if you ever see a truck like this and it says Big Gay Ice Cream Truck on the side, you should go. And you should get the B. Arthur, because that's freaking delicious. Man, I hope they survived the pandemic. You just like never know. So John turned to me and he described these so accurately. They hype you up for 50 minutes and then they do, like it's like watching your nephew dance in his bedroom. They're like, look what I can do. But like on the street. Now occasionally you'll get a crew that's like really good, but most of the time that's not the case.
So initially I thought that she had maybe like walked further up the street or something, but no, she like pans the camera and you can see she's standing right in front of the street performers that she's talking about, or at least in the video it comes off that way. So like, why would you stop 15 feet away from the performers to talk shit on their performance? Because even if they can't hear you, people who might stop can hear you. I don't know, that feels like really disrespectful to be right in front of their face and their customers and say, oh yeah, they kind of feel like they're performing like little kids.
Watching them is like, look what you can do. Look what I can do. Who's gonna give me money? Now what? Gotta hydrate. You know what else I do too? I'm just gonna do it because I think it's gonna help him cool him down. Oh, keep you nice and cold. Yeah, like we do it. Oh God. Shook it all off on me.
Okay, so in between the two clips that I showed you, there was a part where she like walked by the New York Library and she did like a little spiel about it, but there was really nothing to talk about, so I cut it. And after I cut it, she was still talking shit about the street performers. Like, is it that important to you to tell people that these performers don't know what they're doing and that they're just like money hungry and begging? Clearly they're doing it for a reason. They need the money and you're pretty successful. It's weird to me that you would have a problem with somebody else trying to get their bag. Like, let them do their thing. Let them perform. And why would you make it sound like she's almost making it sound like you're stupid if you give them money? This is such a weird thing to publicize, because it's one thing to like joke about this kind of thing to your partner, but it's a whole other thing to like publicize it on the internet, especially when every other place that she's been passing by, she's been very like pro tourism, you know? It rubs me the wrong way. It feels like punching down almost, I guess. And then she does this weird thing where she like puts water on her dog, which I looked up and apparently it's normal. I've never seen it done before. And she gets like the water shaken on her and she's like disgusted for a long time. Like, what are you doing? Why? She pulls like all these weird faces. And I'm starting to feel like that's part of the quirkiness, because why did she look so disgusted for so long? Like, it just feels over exaggerated, I guess. Plus, she says she does it all the time, but then she's surprised that the dog shook the water off. Like, wouldn't you know what your dog's reaction is going to be like when you do that?
When we were getting water for Data, one of the vendors' little kids, Chris, who is an absolute angel of a child, came over, pet Data, filled his water bottle. Then we told him that I was putting water on top of Data to keep him cool. And he's like, I want to help. So they started pouring water all over this. And his mom was like, Chris, no. I was like, it's okay. And he was just like, I love your dog. And then when we walked, he was like, no. And I'm like, Chris, you just made my whole life. You just made my whole life. You sweet angel being never change. Stay sweet and wholesome and kind for the rest of your life. And I hope someday you get a dog. One thing I forgot, it's really funny, is Chris was like, why are you wearing those socks? And I didn't know what to say, so I said I'm sick. And I was just discussing it with John, and I was like, that was such a terrible answer. I should have been like, because I'm a superhero, and these socks help me fight crime. That's what I should have said. But instead I said, because I'm sick, which is the saddest answer I could have given. If you can think of a better answer, I'd love to know it down below. But for today, if anybody asks me again, why are you wearing those socks? That's what I'm going to say.
Okay, I'm really starting to see what people were talking about with this whole quirky thing, because I wasn't really 100% sure how she got that label. But now watching this, I'm like, yeah, I can see it. It's like that millennial cringe type humor of like, oh, I'm so random. Like, I'm just going to say whatever pops into my mind and see if people laugh at it. Because, like, the first part of the clip with her talking about Chris, I was like, okay, you know, maybe she had a good time on her trip, like, seeing this little kid interact with her dog, and, like, she's a huge kid person or something, but it felt very inauthentic. But then when I saw the second clip added on about the socks, I was like, oh my gosh, that is very intensely millennial cringe humor, which nothing against millennials. I myself am a millennial, so like, you know, whatever. I've been through it too. I have also fallen victim to millennial cringe. But for me, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's so weird to have that sense of humor as an adult to this extent. It feels very put on for the camera, and like that's what she thinks is going to make people laugh. And I'm like, no, I think most of us have grown up to the point where we know that that kind of humor is not funny. And to a degree, that's the same kind of humor that Amber Lynn has, and I don't really like it on her either. It feels almost like hanging out with a middle schooler.
Okay, so this is a place I've always wanted to go to that just conveniently was here. I didn't know it was, but then I saw it, and I thought they were closed for the day, but they're just opening for the day so we can go. So we've been here like 30 to 40 minutes, and it's still not up and running. And their artist is running late, and I have a limited amount of capacity for standing and walking today, and I really want that bagel, so we might have to abandon this side quest. And a little bummed, but it's okay. I'd rather have the bagel than this anyway.
First of all, again, we are complaining about people performing a service right in front of their face. I mean, this guy she's even closer to. There's no way that he doesn't hear her bitching about how long it's taking them to set up this stand. And then on top of that, am I crazy? If you walk somewhere, you're taking the same path to get back. Why is this such a big deal? If you see that they're opening for the day, they're not going to be open for just 20 minutes. Leave, get your bagel, and then on the way back, get some cotton candy. Why is it such a big deal that this place is taking time to open up for the day? You didn't even know it was here, even though it's a place that you supposedly have always wanted to go to. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, none of it makes sense. Like, she just wants her little viral cotton candy. She's probably seen it online once or twice and been like, oh, that would be cool. And now she's making it out like this whole lifelong, I've always wanted to come here thing. I don't know. I feel like it's like so overblown and just like a tantrum about nothing.
It's funny, right as I gave up hope, the artist showed up. Now we gotta wait like 10 minutes for the artist to make the creation. So, I'll be honest, I'm impatient and I'm tired of waiting, so this better be good. Okay, here we go. Whoa! It made it taste like cotton candy. It was really cool cotton candy. Okay. Get the pop rocks. Because that's cotton candy on another level. I just looked down. Of course. I hope you were worth it. You were.
This is actually so cringy. It's like watching an adult toddler. First of all, first thing I noticed is that she knows that these people were like getting ready to set up for basically her, you know, like she's waiting there. She's complaining about the service. She, you know, finally the person shows up. She's like, oh my gosh, like now I gotta wait for them to do that. So it better be worth it. Once again, within earshot of the place. Then she finally gets her unicorn. She doesn't even say thank you. She takes it and she goes, wow, this looks good. Like, not to them, to the camera. And just leaves. Like, that is so weird to me. Now, granted, there is a cut there. So maybe she paid and said thank you during her payment. But I don't know. It just didn't seem like it to me. Because usually people say thank you as they're grabbing the item, which is shown on camera. But whatever. I don't want to get on that part too long. The part that like really kills me is that she eats it and she goes, well, tastes like cotton candy. And then she spills it all down the front of her shirt. And it's like, okay, first of all, what did you think it was going to taste like? It is cotton candy. It's going to taste like cotton candy. And then why are you eating it so sloppy that you're getting cotton candy on your shirt? I love cotton candy. I get it every time that I go to a theme park. I have never once gotten cotton candy on my shirt. So I don't know. That's just weird to me. But I don't know. I'm getting really irritated by all of her complaining right in front of the people who are doing a service for her.
Guess where we freaking are? Bagels. You know this? I really thought this was a good idea. I don't know if it was a good idea now. That's where I'm at. I don't know if I made the right choice. but I'm getting 2 bagels. I'm doubling down.
Okay, so I had to cut some out for time, but basically she's finally made it to the bagel shop, but she stopped to talk about how she was like kind of in pain from the walk and that she felt like she had like pushed it too late in the day because it's almost 5 and the bagel place closes at 5. My question is, half the stuff she does doesn't close at 5. So like, why not leave your house, go straight to the bagel place, and then on the way back, point out all the stuff you want to do? Or if you know that you're going to be a little pressed for time, like, why did we stop and talk about the library? Why did we go to Grand Central Station to just stand in the middle of it and take pictures? Like, if you wanted it to be a leisurely walk where you did everything you wanted to and talked about everything in the world, why not leave the house earlier? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I really don't like the little body roll dance kind of thing she does when she's getting in line for the bagel. And then she makes like a cut about being like where she's going to get 2 bagels. And I'm like, we've only been on this walk for a little while. You already said how good the breakfast at one place was. You talked about an ice cream truck. You stood in line for like apparently 30 or 45 minutes for cotton candy, which again, if you're in a rush, why would you do that? Now you're talking about getting 2 bagels with cream cheese, which is something that you can't just store away for later. Like, I don't know. That feels like a lot of food talk on one walk. Like, maybe she needs to do some work to reduce the food noise or something, because that's just excessive in my eyes. But I don't know. I also do love to eat, so maybe I'm being hypercritical of her.
Don't have Kalamata cream cheese. It's okay. I'm just gonna have to branch out and try something new. Now that I have the bagel in hand, I just want to be home. I want to eat my bagel in bed in peace. So we're gonna get a cab, we're gonna go to the hotel, and then I'm gonna put my feet up and eat my bagel like the queen I am. No, like seriously, I earned this and I want to devour it in the sanctity of my hotel room. Just looked at my Apple Watch and this 2-mile walk, what I thought was a 2-mile walk, became a 3-mile walk. Which is fine. Normally that would be fine. But right now, I'm fragile. So this was at 1 when we left, and now it's at 4.27. So 3.27 miles is what we cleared to come down here and get a bagel. And that's why I'm exhausted.
I mean, honestly, I was pretty impressed by that Apple Watch. 10,000 steps. Like, I am so used to Amberlynn Reed. I don't know. I want to give Anna her props. I know a lot of people don't like her, but like, that is actually pretty impressive. And it sounds like she's got something else going on, which is why she's so gassed on this walk. So I'll give her a little pass on that. What I won't give her a pass for is filming in the middle of the sidewalk. Like, did you guys see those 2 people who very clearly had to like navigate around her because she's just stood in the middle of the sidewalk filming? I don't understand why she doesn't seem to have this like sense of personal space and like where she is related to where other people need to be. That seems very like self-centered to me, that you're not thinking about other people needing to pass by. You're just worried about getting a good shot for your video. And also she says, oh my gosh, the restaurant didn't have the olive cream cheese that I wanted. You went 30 minutes before closing. If it was that important to you, which it sounded like it was, because earlier in the video, I think I cut it, but she was talking about how excited she was for this particular cream cheese. If it was that important to you, why did you leave so late in the day? It's a bagel shop. Presumably they open up quite early, and I don't think she had anything else going on. She didn't mention having anything else going on. So like, why not start your walk much earlier? It would have been cooler, so you wouldn't have had to worry about your dog overheating. You would have got there in plenty of time. On your way back, you would have had time to stop at the cotton candy place if it was open. But even if it wasn't, you didn't even know it was there, so not really a big loss on that. So that's just confusing.
I got home. I immediately put on my pajamas, and I was so excited because I opened my bagel, and I'm like, I can't wait to eat my pumpernickel bagel because it's my favorite thing, like pumpernickel. Like, I'm an old man at heart, and you know what? It's not pumpernickel. They messed it up. It's not even the right bagel. It's not even the right cream cheese. It's oat. It's an oat bagel with, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's veggie cream cheese. So like, somebody else probably has my order. This is probably somebody else's bagel. Well, what a way to end this video. I walked 2 damn miles in pain for a bagel. Didn't even get the right bagel. I don't think you guys know how hard that was for me. And I'm like, I don't know whether to cry or laugh because God, sometimes you just can't win. Sometimes you just can't win. Well, I walked 2 miles for a bagel and I guess I didn't get it. Well, I'm gonna go figure out what this is. I'm afraid because I literally don't know what cream cheese it is, and I'm like, I don't want to try it on camera because I don't know what it is. Straight up. I don't know what this person ordered that I got. So I'm just gonna go and make peace with this. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope if you too are chasing a bagel that you get it, that your luck is better than mine.
All right, I was prepared to give her the benefit of the doubt because coming off of Amber Lynn, somebody getting 10,000 steps in a day is a lot of walking, and it sounds like she has some chronic pain issues. So I was like, okay, maybe people are blowing it out of the water about her crying over a bagel, because I get that. I get having a long, hard day and just wanting one thing, and then you don't get that thing, and it's just overwhelming, even though you know it's stupid to cry about. But the thing is that, first of all, she's going on about it for over 2 minutes. And then she says, sometimes you just can't win. And it's like, okay, that's a little crazy. That is kind of a crazy statement to say on the internet, especially after, you know, what happened in 2020, if you follow my drift. Like, a lot of people are in very bad situations, and I don't want to compare apples to oranges because I hate it when YouTubers do that. But I'm just saying, like, that was, I think, the part that probably riled people up, because for me, I was like, that's very out of touch. The other thing that really bothered me is that she's like, I'm scared to try this on camera because I don't know what this person ordered. I don't know what cream cheese is in here. And I'm like, she got some on her finger. She tried it 3 times. I don't know if you guys caught that, but she put her finger in her mouth like 3 times to lick this cream cheese off. So you have tried the cream cheese. You know what I mean? Like, I watched you put your finger in your mouth 3 times. So that was crazy. And obviously I know hindsight is 2020, but like, genuinely, if this bagel is so important to you and it's close to closing, it was close to closing when she went in there. Why would you not check? You know what I mean? Like, you're right there in the building. You know it's close to closing, so people are kind of rushing to get things cleaned up. Like, it takes 2 seconds to look in the bag and just make sure you got the right thing. But I don't want to harp on that because I've gotten the wrong order and gotten all the way home with the wrong order before. It feels like if it was that important, she should have just taken that extra step.
I ordered it this morning because I needed to have my bagel. I needed to have it. You know what? It's a happy ending to a once sad tale about a girl who walked 2 miles for her bagel.
I feel like that was such a crazy ride. The end was so cringe. You can see her like looking into the viewfinder. She takes this teeny tiny bite so that she doesn't like mess up her makeup, and has like this very manufactured smile on. Like, that's not a genuine smile. And she does that after she says this like really cheesy line about being the girl that gets the bagel. Like, what did I just watch? That was crazy. I don't know. I understand the appeal. Like, I can see why you guys were talking about Glitter and Lasers, because genuinely, that was a crazy ride, and I kind of liked it. So if you guys have any other of her like iconic moments that you want me to watch, I would absolutely be down to do another one of these. It was enough of an emotional roller coaster that I can see where the interest is. She does have some of the same trademarks as Amber Lynn, but it's kind of nice to see somebody like out and about, like leaving the house, getting stuff done. So I don't know if she does that in a lot of her videos, but I really liked like seeing the outside world in girl world view. I thought that was kind of interesting. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not already subscribed, if you would do that, that really means so much to me. We're growing so fast. I'm really excited to build some community with you guys. And if you made it this far, you already know. Stay Delulu, but not that Delulu. See you in the next one.